Hey guys, Sublord here, back and with another action figure review. Today we'll be taking a look at the Masters of the Universe Origins Cartoon Collection Faker, aka He-Man version 2, because, well, we'll talk about that in a minute. This, of course, brought to us by, we'll say, the fine folks over at Mattel, because, you know, if you're content with the first He-Man from this line, you don't have to buy this. I bought this because the boots and the harness are more show accurate, and that's ultimately what I want from a flippin' Filmation He-Man. So before we get too far ahead of ourselves, why don't we cut right to the chase and get into the meat and taters of this review and take a look-see at all Faker / He-Man has to offer in terms of accessories. We got Power Thword, because of course that can also store on his back here. Might be Faker, but he still has to carry his shit like Thew. And then we also get Constipated He-Man head. That's always fun. And last but certainly not least, got the mini comic, the little pamphlet. In case you're a simpleton, don't know how these work, take a closer look at this He-Man. It is the same as the first He-Man. Only difference is the harness and the boots. I plan to take these boots and this harness, put them on the old He-Man. Bada bing, bada boom, you're done. So, do I really need to go over articulation here? I'll do it because it'll be quick, but you pretty much know what you're getting here. So the head will look up and down, tilt side to side, rotate side to side. I do believe the eyes glow in the dark on this guy, so that's kind of neat, but that little bit of glowy bit is not really worth the time to try and get it to glow. For me, at least. I'm sure somebody's got it out there. The shoulders can go up and rotate back and forth and squeak a little bit. That's fun. Single jointed elbow with rotation. Swivel hinge wrists. He does not have the correct hinge for holding weapons, which sucks because they have the mold. He's got a waist twist that works just fine. Hips that'll kick forward, back, out, down. Single jointed knee. Swivel at the boot, swivel at the knee, and a hinge in the foot with a rocker and peg holes at the bottom of the feet there. So that is it for your He-Man version 2, essentially. A somewhat divisive figure, because I feel like they should just got it right in the first place, but it is what it is. I'm curious if we'll get another version of Beastman, because his boots weren't correct either. But only time will tell, I guess. So with that being said, I guess it is time now that we move right along and take a look at some size comparisons. First up, here is good old Faker, aka He-Man 2.0, alongside the other characters available in this wave of Cartoon Collection figures. We have both Catra and Leech from the Evil Horde, both of which are already up on the channel, so in case you missed it, please check them out. Would really appreciate it if you did. But as you can see, Catra is the smallest, Faker / He-Man is in the middle somewhere, and Leech is the biggest, I do believe, because of those suckers on his feet. So that's kind of cool. I kind of like Leech being bigger, even though he's more of a grunt in the Filmation series, but, you know, it does something for me personally. So getting these two out of the way, so we can bring in our two regulars, the Mythic Legion's Brother Mandibulith, right there, and the infamous 11 Spawn, who, as usual, towers over everyone because he is not a 5.5 inch scale figure. So with that being said, it's time now that we wrap things up with some final thoughts. Overall, and while I do still thoroughly believe that this is a rather divisive figure, because if you ask me, fine folks over at Mattel should have just got He-Man right the first time. However, I know a lot of people would have probably wanted a Filmation Faker, and now we have one. It's a new character, quote-unquote, new character for the cartoon collection, and that's okay. But again, the only reason I bought it is for the upgraded He-Man parts. I do not have any plans to keep this guy as Faker. I plan to use the body for Koldar, and that is that. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this review, and until next time, I'll catch you guys later.